If your Google Maps ranking suddenly dropped and your phone stopped ringing, let me tell you something most marketing agencies will never say. You cannot control Google, and if one algorithm update can collapse your entire lead flow, you don't have a brand, you have a listing. In this video, I am going to explain why ranking drops and the real fix most roofers completely miss. My name is Mohammad Faz. I work with roofing companies to turn them from just another contractor in the search results into brands homeowners actually look for by name. Because when your business only depends on Google rankings, you are building your company on someone else's platform, and that is a dangerous place to be. Now, before we talk about the solution to your low ranking, you first need to understand why ranking actually drop in the first place. Google Maps rankings drop for three simple reasons. Number one, competition increases. If three new roofing companies in your city suddenly invest in SEO, reviews, and ads, someone has to move down. Google only shows three businesses in the map pack, someone always loses position. Number two, Google changes its algorithm. Google runs thousands of algorithm updates every year, some small, some massive, and when those changes happen, rankings move whether you like it or not. Number three, money influences visibility. Google is a public company, their business model is advertising, so naturally, businesses investing in Google's ecosystem like ads, content, and activity tend to get stronger visibility. Now notice something important. None of these things are fully under your control, and that's exactly why many roofing companies panic when their rankings drop, because their entire business depends on one platform that they don't own. But here is where things start getting interesting, because the real problem usually isn't your SEO, it is something much bigger than that. Most roofers think the solution to this is let's do more SEO, more backlinks, more citations, but that's not the real problem. The real problem is platform dependency. If Google changes one thing and your business collapses, that means Google owns your lead flow, not you. And this is where branding becomes critical, because strong brands don't depend on algorithms, they create search demand. People don't just search roofers near me, they search your name, they search your content, they search for answers that you are known for. That's the difference between a listing and a brand. And this is where the conversation shifts from SEO to branding, because Google doesn't just rank websites, it ranks trust signals. In reality, Google actually loves strong brands. Why? Because brands create these trust signals. Think about what Google actually wants. Businesses with real reviews, businesses people search for by name, businesses mentioned online, businesses creating useful content. Those are brand signals, and the stronger those signals are, the harder it becomes for Google to ignore you. But here is where most roofing companies go wrong. They try to rank for every keyword in the city like roof repair, roof replacement, emergency roofing, metal roofing, storm damage, and they compete with 50 other companies doing the exact same thing, and that's a race to the bottom. Instead, strong brands focus on something different. They build visibility around their purpose and their positioning. So the real question becomes, how do you build those signals without constantly chasing the algorithm? Let me give you a few practical ways roofers can start doing that today. First, build search around homeowners thinking, not just roofing keywords. Most roofers only create content about roofing services like roof repair, roof replacement, and storm damage. But homeowners don't only think about roofs when they search, they think about situations. Situations like, is this contractor trustworthy? Should I file an insurance claim? How do I know if someone is overcharging me? Those are real search moments. So instead of repeating the same generic content like 10 signs your roof is damaged, start answering questions homeowners ask when they are uncertain. For example, how to know if a roofing contractor is being honest with you, what homeowners should check before signing a roofing contract, and 3 mistakes homeowners make when filing roofs insurance claims. Now when people search for answers, your brand becomes the authority guiding them, and that creates touch points long before they need a roofer. Second, build content around your brand purpose. Most roofing companies create random marketing content, but if your company actually stands for something, your content becomes much easier. For example, if your brand stands for sustainable roofing materials, you don't only talk about roofs, you educate homeowners about sustainability. You could create content like, are asphalt shingles bad for the environment? How long do sustainable roofing materials actually last? 5 ways homeowners can make their homes more energy efficient. Now you are not just another roofer, you are becoming the voice of sustainability in roofing. Or imagine your brand stands for trust and integrity, then your content can revolve around the moments where trust breaks in the industry. Topics like why homeowners feel lied to by contractors, how to read a roofing estimate without getting confused, red flags to watch for before hiring a roofer. This kind of content builds authority because it reflects what your company believes. Third, focus on touch points, not just rankings. Most roofers mirror SEO like this: how many clicks did we get? But the real question should be, how many times did homeowners see our brand when they searched for answers? Every article, every video, every guide, every review, those are touch points, and when someone in your town eventually needs a roof, they don't just remember the roofer who ranked first that day, they remember the company whose advice they have seen again and again. That's how authority builds, and when authority builds, rankings usually follow. Now before you leave this video, do this one thing. Ask yourself, what does my roofing company actually stands for besides installing roofs? If you had to build content around that one belief your company has about homeowners, contractors, or the industry, what would that belief be? Drop it in the comments. I will personally respond and show you how you could turn that belief into content that builds authority and helps you rank for the right searches.